Yo, how's it going? So, I got a notification the other day. King J, the man himself, the legend, put up a video, which I didn't expect actually, because I was, when I watched King J and listened to his comments on Tekken, he doesn't express massive kind of big concerns, but he points out things here and there. And I think, as a whole, I totally agree. And dropped this video. Very big concerns with Tekken 8. Very big concerns. Is it clickbait? have I been baited? Know that I do this with the utmost respect, and really interested to hear what you have to say. And I'm really looking forward to seeing this. And obviously, I'll add my own opinion if I agree or disagree. Obviously, if that's a great thing. And I think that's what, King J has always mentioned before we continue, is that collaboration is key. Let's hear what King J's got to say.
I hope all you lot are doing well. I wanted to talk about my worries about stuff in Tekken 8. Now, I know a lot of people are anticipating this big release. I'm definitely looking forward to it. And again, I'm a massive fan of the series.
100%.
Tekken 8 is going to be a big game. But there's some stuff that I'm concerned about. I'm concerned about, like, the online. I didn't think the online was that great in CBT.
Okay.
And I'm really worried that the online could potentially be not good on launch.
I'm not sure if he'll mention this, but MK1, I'm not sure if King J's played MK1, but the online on that now is just, some days it's good, some days it's bad. The minute it's going through this thing where it desyncs. So PC's had a fix. PS5, you have to keep the intros playing. You can't skip intros, otherwise it desyncs you, because it just can't marry you up, and it desyncs the match, or it desyncs the match during it, and they're like, yeah, we'll get a fix out soon, but it's just been left in limbo now. I'm not Street Fighter 6 and Guilty Gear, I can't speak to. It
wasn't good, I'll be honest. Like, I personally think it might be on par with Tekken 7, or might be worse.
My opinion of the CBT, I didn't have any problems. That's just me, honestly. The only problem I had was when you go to the arcade machines and they're all being taken up and you want to have a match with a friend. I know they've remodeled the arcade machines now. There were some released images showing that they remodeled the whole environment, so it was a bit easier for people to kind of 1v1s or group matches. But that was my biggest problem, was you had to find a room. So you spend more time looking for a lobby and looking for a machine that's opposite someone than you do anything else.
I don't know. I don't know. It's been a while since I played it online, so I don't know. I would need to have them bring out the beta again.
Yeah.
And let us test it. But yeah, from what I think, online is a big thing for fighting games
100%.
in this current era.
Oh yeah, the era of online.
You need to have great online for people to be excited, to be happy and stuff.
That's it.
If the online fails, that is gonna be a massive problem and a big L.
It's gonna hurt,
right?
Just like Mortal Kombat.
So I hope the online's good. But then people will say, oh, okay. Like the game might be, because those games are 2D, it's probably easier to do online. I don't know the whole ins and outs. Obviously, there's no 3D fighting game that's doing well at the minute.
No.
Dead or Alive got like it's not even on live support anymore. They took the support off after a year. So Dead or Alive is not even about. Dead or Alive was around. Soul Calibur's not even got support now. Like 100%. I think they had 2 seasons and it's done.
Tekken
is the only 3D series.
It's waving the flag.
It's still going.
Waving the flag for 3D series.
So
3D
I don't
fighters.
know, like what it could be in terms of the online and the 3D and the sidestep and all. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know who that jargon, but online needs to be good.
100% agree. 100%.
That's all. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think online needs to improve. So that's one.
Okay.
Number 2, Fight Lounge. The Fight Lounge has a massive potential. I'm so happy that they've done something like Fight Lounge, right? But when I tried it in CBT, I felt like Fight Lounge was like, it didn't have enough arcades for you to play with your friend or anything like that. And it was just straight first 2. So I hope in the final game you can do, like, I don't know, unlimited rematches.
Get
I feel like sometimes you just want to chill and play and hang out and play with your friends for however long.
100%.
I don't want to do first 2, but again, that was CBT, so I'm not going to be critical about that.
Again, like,
that could have just been, because we're doing a test, you could only do first to 2. I have no idea.
Again, that has been
There needs to be
remodeled, so
more
maybe they've
arcades
changed
there.
it. Yeah.
And again, I feel like there needs to be more servers. There wasn't a lot of servers.
Yep.
So
Agreed.
hopefully they change that in the final build.
Yeah, 100%.
Who knows? We'll see. One more suggestion I would say for that is, I think when it gets to like seasonal stuff like Christmas or holidays and stuff like that, maybe you could change the lounge.
Yeah.
You know, if there's Evo coming up, make it
Yeah.
blue.
Evo,
so like it's
Evo
different.
backgrounds and stuff. Yeah.
That's just it's a suggestion, isn't it? I don't know, innit? Like, it could be you leave it as it is, but I think changing it up, like how Street Fighter sometimes change it up, I think that would be so good.
Never play Street Fighter online,
and then maybe like have a screen, like talk about like the Tekken World Tour standings. You know, like you could go there and it just loads up the Tekken World Tour standings, or whoever's got the highest streak. Sorry, I'm a bit ill, so you have to bear with me. It will have the highest streak of whoever's in that server. I don't know, again, the whole JavaScript of what you lot do in terms of
every
like
server is its own kind of world hub.
These are just ideas that I'm thinking of off my head, and I have seen other games do it. You know, Strav has a good online user interface, so does Street Fighter 6.
It's great.
But Fight Lounge it's amazing. It's good. I really like it. Hopefully there'll be more expansion in the future. I hope it's not just the game's released and then that's it.
I think it will.
We're just getting DLC characters.
Massive support for this game.
I hope there's more expansion to it.
Tekken 8 is the game.
You can add to it. I don't know. So that's number 2. And then number 3, I think Ghost Battle is amazing.
Yeah.
I think the idea of creating like an AI version of yourself so people can download and play against is genius.
Brilliant. So clever.
It's a shared genius idea, and I think we need more of that. But we need also as well a place like, or a hub where people can download replays of matches. They do that in Street Fighter where you can download rematches of like, you know, online gameplay and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
Jay talked about it just there, but it's that the whole kind of the replay feature where you can go back into your final moments, your match that you lost, and see punishment options or see ways that you could have countered it. And if you play enough Tekken, and we'll be playing enough Tekken. If you play enough Tekken and you keep learning from them losses and experiences, and you absorb all that, you know, you could become such a great player.
Had it?
No,
but in Street Fighter, you could download replays of like, you know, the pro players playing like their last ranked matches.
Yeah,
that would be so sick.
Amazing.
Doesn't even have to be player matches. Player matches you can't download, but ranked matches would be so sick.
Ranked would be better because I think it just adds that element of competition.
I'm a bit upset that there's no survival, team battle, and time attack. Time attack is whatever, innit? Like, you know,
I would pass on that.
But survival and team battle would have been really good. But again, we have got a lot of content packaged on the
team
side.
For me, team battle survival is like legacy content.
Tekken Ball, story mode, online, Fight Lounge. We have quite a lot of things. So yeah, I reckon I appreciate either way. But what else is there? Tekken Ball needs to not have heat.
Right.
Get rid of heat. Doesn't need to be in that mode. It just looks weird.
Right.
You're doing a heat engagement move and you're running in a straight line. It makes no sense.
Right.
You just need to get rid of it.
Toggle option be good.
Is there any other things? Oh, and when you go to, I'm gonna show you something. There's something in this mode like that I want to show. So like Arcade Quest is amazing, right? This is an amazing mode for newcomers. I love it. Yeah. Every time I look at these avatars, I always think of 360 avatars. Xbox 360.
Yeah, definitely.
It's actually funny. But yeah, this is cool. I really get down with this. This is really, really cool.
I love it. I think it's great. I think it's a great
And they've got
feature.
the little Easter eggs of the posters of the previous games. That's cool. But you see, when you get to this screen, I know that you're not going to do this. But if there's any way you can do this, this would be amazing. If you could have a character assigned to the front page of Tekken, your main character, so you could assign, because they've done this in Tekken 6.
They did, yeah, background
where you could
as well.
assign your main character to the front page of the front of the game. Like if I was a last main, it will show last at my favorite stage. Or whatever. I'm not asking for the stage. I'm just asking if my character could be assigned to the
Just
front.
get the model in a
where
pose
the
and just get
is. That would be
close-ups like that.
absolutely
Yeah,
amazing. Kazuya's cool, but he's just not my character, you know. And I like the details of his face and that. That would be sick. But
yeah,
I guess time will tell, right?
yeah.
I can't see them not doing it because they've done it in Tekken 6 before. But yeah, I'm worried about customization. I think customization looks very dull.
I've heard a bit about this, but I've not looked into it.
What other people have shown on their early preview builds, they just look dull. It doesn't look like there's much going on.
Right. Okay.
I don't know if it's even worse than Tekken 8. It doesn't look like there's a lot of items there, but I don't know if that's because they don't want to show off a lot of things.
Yeah. Can't be any worse than Tekken 7.
Even
Tekken 7 was just so bland.
like, you know, when you was able to like put letters on clothing and stuff like that, or shapes on clothing and make that type of stuff, man, that would be so sick.
I think customization is important in ways to express yourself with kind of creative flair. I think the avatars are probably winning at the minute, because you can really make some real funky looking characters and avatars. But when it comes to the characters, I think that having tons of options is always nice. So then you can always be unique with your main. So when you're facing a player who's had like 600 games on, like let's say Kazuya, and they are just customized. They've got it's head to toe drip, and you're like, okay, this guy's taking some time. You know, he's the color palette is on point. You know,
like my Leroy costume, the one where he's wearing a tracksuit, I think I'll just use that for Leroy, and that's it. I don't think I'll be customizing that much.
I probably will be.
But hopefully there could be like an expansion later on down the line. So maybe we'll be able to play the old games as well, because I'm seeing a lot of old school posters of Tekken 4, Tekken 5, Tekken 3 all around like certain arenas, like Arcade Quest.
I mean, how amazing would that be? Like you go into a machine, that's the old school machines, and you can play again. You can basically play online Tekken 2, Tekken 1, Tekken 3, Tekken 4. I mean, Dark Resurrection obviously was the first online, but from Tekken 1 to 4, you're like, oh, can you imagine that? Just a server on the hub dedicated to the old school Tekkens, built for you to do one-on-ones. The machine set up to be a peer-to-peer or whatever. I don't know. Again, I don't know the stuff, but just for that only, just a server, just for that.
Fight Lounge, I'm seeing them. It would be sick to play the old games. I don't see why we couldn't play the old games. Like they could probably call it retro. Like after you've done Arcade Quest, you could go to like you unlock the retro sections. You could play like all the old Tekken games. Like maybe even not all of them. Maybe like 1 to 5 or something like that, or 1 to 4 or 1 to 3 even.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I just think it would be these ideas that I'm thinking of is what will make this game sell more than Tekken 7.
Oh, it's going to sell more than Tekken 7.
Like, it will go crazy.
Personally, I think this is going to I think it's going to hit, like, I think with it, I mean, was it, I mean, how many sales was it? Like 3 million or something? It was more than that, wasn't it? I can't remember the figures. But I reckon it will smash the figures. I reckon it'll smash the figures in half the time, not even that. You know, this game's been marketed so well, the trailers are so well. It's just everything a fighting game fan wants. And at the moment, with the current slew of fighting games coming out, and, you know, people crying out for, you know, Street Fighter 6. I don't play Street Fighter 6, but from what I read, from players that are well versed in the game, the complaints they're putting forward, you know, these are things that they want changed and sorted. Mortal Kombat 1 I play a lot of, and, you know, if the gameplay's great, but it just keeps getting hit with these problems month after month. There's always an issue, and a minute it's desync and all this stuff, and features missing, and the game's still got areas that are like a bit like the demo here that are blacked out and you can't access them on a full release.
What, you could play the old school Tekkers on this, or you could play this, you could do this. They've already got a lot of stuff on here. Like, don't get me wrong, they have. I'm not saying they haven't, but you gotta understand, when it comes to like creating content for Tekken, if you've been on my channel from a while back, you know I'm a critique when it comes to the game. I'm gonna say how I feel,
Yeah.
what I think should be changed, what
Yeah.
I feel could make it go to the next step.
And that's what he needs.
Like, I'm not gonna be like, yes, 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 yes.
No.
You've done amazing, and not say how I think. I'm not these other creators. I'm gonna say how I think, and I think these things is what's needed for Tekken 8. Like, we need a retro section so you can play the old school games again. Make people like be familiar with the series.
Yeah.
Because right now you have Tekken 8, and it's a lovely looking game, but they need to also know what Tekken 1, 2, and 3 is like.
I mean, that point right there is the exact reason why I sat my son down and we played Tekken 1 to 8. When he did one character, canon character, done the ending, watched the cutscene, and we had talked about it. Again, the link's in the description. I'll put it up again. It's honestly, it's an experience that you're giving somebody who is 11 years old. He was born when Tekken Tag 2 dropped in September. Well, he was born in April, and September was when Tekken Tag 2 came out. He was 5 months old. Now he was sitting here next to me, playing Tekken 1 to Tekken 8. You know what I mean? And that's an experience you can't repeat that experience. You have to do that for someone, and it's so important to learn about the history of Tekken and see what we did with when we were coming up to now, and seeing how much the game's changed. And this is why I think everyone's so passionate about it, and they just want the best for the series. You know, it's had its ups and it's had its downs.
All good, but again, these are just my faults. Let me know what you lot think. Maybe I was a bit critical.
No.
But I'm only coming from a place of love.
No, 100%. And again, you know, I don't think at all anything that King J said there or King said there, that I don't think any of that is wrong. Like, again, I have my own personal opinion. I think, add in the old school games, but it has to have I feel like it has to have an online feature with them if it's doable. You know, team battle, survival, I can take or leave. I don't really care. Customization, important to some, not to others. Again, I can take or leave. You know, for me, it's just making sure that it has a continuously, you know, strong support system. It's not left like Tekken 7 gets patched, but with no notes, and everyone starts scrambling to figure out what's changed. They just drop what's changed, and they don't tell you why. I feel like Tekken 8 can have all those things corrected. You know, you paid for frame data in Tekken 7. We get it for free now, plus with more on top of that. You know, practice mode. You know, features that are in Tekken Tag 2, features that are in Tekken 6, features that were, you know, missing from Tekken 7. You know, and again, that's not because of, you know, there was a lack of support for Tekken 7. It's just, I think it was just unfortunate circumstances related to Tag 2. I believe it was. That's what I keep hearing. You know, what I've come to understand is just didn't do. You know, when you're outside looking in, you know, you're a player playing Tag 2, you're loving it, thinking, mate, this game's incredible. No one liked it. It was too much. But then it went back to basics, Tekken 7, and it brought everyone back. It took time, it took years, but everyone came back, and now they've seen Tekken 8 and they're like, okay, we are ready for the next battle. So that's King J. I really thought the big concerns were quite, honestly, quite decent. I never found any issues with any of those concerns. I agree with everything. You know, I can take or leave some stuff, and I think Tekken 8's really doing such a good job. You know, and it's the fighting game of fighting games. You know, if you're a fighting game fan, you know, you need a new fighting game to get into, Tekken 8's the one. So yeah, I'm really excited to hear that, and to play it, and I can't wait. Looking forward to everything King J's going to put out. I'll be putting out a lot of stuff as well, including this. Please make sure you check out the channel, check out the other videos I've made, and I'm really looking forward to Tekken 8. So again, thank you so much. Make sure you like and subscribe to King J. Make sure you like and subscribe to me. Really appreciate it, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.